So thank you for your time. My name is Ryan Starks, and I'm with the Heber Valley Tourism and Economic Development Office. You know this, but just as a reminder, our office is governed through an interlocal agreement with Wasatch County, where we have 2 councilmen serve on our board. We also have Heber City that sends a representative from their council, and Midway City as well. And then we have 3 other members as well: the chair of the Tax Advisory Board, the chair of the Chamber of Commerce Advisory Board, and then 1 at-large person.
Isn't your new Heber one Jeff Bradshaw? Is that the new?
Jeff Bradshaw, yeah, from Heber. Just came back on our board, so. And then Lisa Christian from Midway City. So each year we receive funds from the county, primarily from the county through the transit room tax dollars. We're very grateful for your support. Thanks to the council, thanks to the manager for your support. We try to be good stewards of those dollars, those TRT dollars. The way our model's evolved is that we now run the Chamber of Commerce as well, which is a private organization, so we have some private investment as well. So this is an annual report that just highlights some of the key points from 2017. And as the title suggests, we feel like it just keeps getting better. The Valley, many good things are happening.
And what was your goal on the chamber membership last year?
The goal by the end of 2017 was to get to 200, and then we got to 205. So, yeah.
That looks good.
So we've been exceeding our goal every year?
Yeah. So the chamber officially came back under our umbrella in 2015, and that year we had 150 members. 2016 we had 175, and as of the end of 2017, 205. Our goal is ambitious for 2018. We'd like to get up to 250 members. So rather than go through all of this, I just want to say that some good things have happened in terms of the economic development. A lot of new businesses that are coming to town. I know that everybody thinks of the growth as just residential, but there's a lot of business investment. In 2017, we had some good expansions. Probst Electric built a new 20,000 square foot headquarters building out in the industrial area by the airport. Mrs. Call's expanded by another 17,000 square feet. Rooftop Inker expanded and ended up occupying Probst Electric's old building. So there's a lot of growth and I guess kind of organic expansion that's happening. We look at the transit room tax over the past 4 or 5 years. That number has grown steadily. Looks like 2017 is going to be fairly flat compared to 2016, but 2016 was up quite a bit over 2015, so it was a high mark to reach. We do think though that with the new hotel and with the expansion of the RV resort that TRT will continue to increase. And then not to steal Mark's thunder, but 105,000 riders on the Heber Valley Railroad. Is that right?
109.
109. The number he gave us was one. So, we did launch a women's business virtual center. We had hosted a meeting with 50 business women that wanted to be able to learn more about some of the resources. And sorry about that, Dan. So we have a pretty robust social media and website. Any questions about 2017 and kind of where we've been?
Hey Ryan, what do you anticipate the change of Vermont ownership in?
Positive. I think that the money and investment's ready to go. So I think change will be hard for some people, but I think it'll be a good move in the long term for our tourism.
Are they changing the title?
Not that I'm aware of.
They're just going to be a subsidiary or part of the, what's the name of it?
Their management group?
Yeah. Is it Wyndham? I forgot the name. City.
I'm not sure.
And
I'm not sure.
It's a pretty good group now. I can't remember the name.
I just want to congratulate Ryan and his staff. I think that a big part of the tourism and economic development is the presentation, the messaging of what the Heber Valley is, and they do, in my opinion, from social media to their website, to their videos, to their interaction with businesses and with visitors, that, this is as good as any county in the state. It's very professional. They do a great job with a very small staff.
Thank you. Well, thank you. So that's our 2017 report, and I have a couple of other copies if anybody wants to buy them. I'm opening bids now starting at $5. So.
$5 right here.
So,
Quickly, the next thing.
I'm not sure we can do that in a public meeting. So, go ahead and ask you to give those away.
I'll go ahead and try it.
Yeah.
You can take them in.
Thank you.
So over the years, I think there's been a lot of debate about who are we as a county in terms of our economic development. Where's our plan? One specific council member used to bug me when he served on my board quite a bit. So with a lot of meetings with the county and with Heber City and Midway City and with a lot of the business community, we put together this brochure which serves two purposes. The first purpose is to highlight Wasatch County and some of the business successes that we're having here. The second half of the brochure focuses on a 10-point economic development strategy. These are guiding principles. Some are specific, some are more high level, but we believe that as we adhere to these principles, we'll be able to maintain a strong economy. So how does this interact with planning? Doug certainly knows his stuff and will kind of get down to more of the nitty-gritty level, but this just is more of a high-level guide of where we think we should steer the ship. So just for the audience, anyone that would like to see, we'll just kind of go through. Alright, so it looks like it's going to be funny. Maybe I'm just not smart enough. I need to change the pages somehow. I'm going to skip this, but I have a PDF for anybody in the audience that would like a copy of it. So basically, if we can go through this 10-point plan, the first criticism that we get a lot of times is economic development in Wasatch County is, well, everything's developing, and don't you care about rural quality of life or open space? So the very first point that we make is quality of life. This says that we hope to preserve and expand Heber Valley's resources that contribute to an unparalleled quality of life. And then we talk about some steps to help fulfill that goal. So we think open space really is economic development. We think we can achieve both. The second one is business retention and expansion. And that's to provide the necessary tools, resources, and networking to foster business retention and expansion. What that means is a lot of companies will be courted from other states, from other counties. They'll have the opportunity to leave. Our goal is to keep our businesses here and healthy. And through this plan, we want to equip them with the tools they need. The third one then is how do we recruit new businesses? So it's business recruitment and attraction. We want to position the county as a viable and attractive place for businesses to relocate and expand. Over the past few years, we've had a handful of companies from out of state actually come to Wasatch County because of our quality of life. That includes GDA engineers who expanded from Wyoming, Madison's Marshmallows that came from the Northwest, and others. Okay, so this is just a side note, but on page 9, targeted industries. What is it that we want to develop? Well, we see 6 industries. Light and advanced manufacturing. So if you think of rooftop anchor or micro industries, for example. Software development and information technology. Third one, tourism and outdoor recreation. Fourth one, healthcare and medical services. As that sector continues to grow, that provides great jobs. It's a clean industry. Fifth one is professional services. So our engineers, our accountants, our lawyers. And then we believe that retail sales is kind of the lifeblood of our economy. So Not that we want Burger Kings on every block, but we think it's important to attract retail. Okay, the fourth goal is workforce development. That's the issue that the county's having. That's really the issue that the state of Utah is having right now. How to attract talent. So through some steps that we outline here, we think that we can help generate and develop a workforce that'll be ready to work. 5, transportation and infrastructure planning. I think we need to continue to plan for population and business growth. 6, business and industrial sites. We need to expand the availability of commercial real estate. So we'll get a lot of calls from people who say, we'd love to do business in Heber. What do you have that's ready to go? And we really don't have much that's ready to go, nor do we have a lot of real estate that's kind of zoned for some of these uses. So we would just ask the council and the cities to be mindful of opportunities to expand commercial development. Jordanelle and Deer Valley development. We support the development of Wasatch County's Jordanelle recreational area, including MIDA and everything that's happening there. Goal 8, we want to welcome and beautify, and we do that by enhancing the appearance and branding of the major corridors and gathering places throughout the Heber Valley, including Main Street on Heber City. Number 9, tourism and hospitality. We want to strengthen and expand the tourism and hospitality economy. We think that we can do that by taking several steps. And then we want to achieve $2 million in transit room tax by the year 2021. And then finally, number 10, supporting local businesses. And we do that by encouraging our locals to spend local and support local businesses. So there are more details in this. I'll let you read through it. But it's been a good opportunity for us to ask some questions about what do we want to be. We've met with members of this council and with the manager. Thank you for your support and insights. They provided some great thoughts. Met with some of the mayors and management and planners from the other cities and feel like this is a pretty good guide. So, any questions about this? If you talk to somebody that says, hey, we're thinking about doing business, like the title suggests, why Wasatch? Well, why would you come here? I would encourage you to share this with them. So.
Thank you. Is that all that you've got for us, right?
I have one more video and then I'll be done.
Perfect. Any other questions?
I want to ask you a question, right?
Yeah.
How do we go about attracting a business? I mean, like, what is our method?
So, some of it is promotional materials, like what we have in our hand. I've sent this out to the governor's office and to the EDC Utah, the Economic Development Corporation of Utah. They were happy. They said that we have companies that would love to see this sort of thing and help put us on the map. And then we've set up a FAM tour. We don't have a specific date, but we said, could we now as a follow-up bring you here sometime in February? And they said, please, we'd love to do that. So that's one step. Another step is just through working with some of our existing businesses. I think kind of the one business referral to the next business is maybe our strongest opportunity, as opposed to me calling cold. Hi, have you thought about Heber Valley? They're going to say, well, what incentives and why would I want to move there? So I think there's a lot of approaches to it. Some of it is commercial land. So Heber City has about 35 acres of available commercial space right now. That's something we're trying to market.
Why aren't we on the go sites?
That's a good point.
We're on the go site where
Yeah,
the Economic Development of Utah, and they come in, have somebody come in and look at what sites are available, and we have a list of them.
Yeah, that's right.
Thanks, Ryan.
Yeah. So then the last thing I'll just show you, wrap it up.
Tracy.
I've got one question. Is our school district involved in this plan at all? Showing the quality of life and the educational opportunities for all these people's children. Is there any direct collaboration on improving our school district? Park City High School just got named the #1 high school in the state, so that's kind of where I'm going with this. A lot of these companies cannot find trained employees.
Yeah.
in some of these areas. So I guess that's my big question is how are we incorporating our education
Yeah,
school
We
district?
really don't believe in the education. We just think that, no, I'm kidding. We absolutely are working with them in 2 ways. So the first is through the Wasatch CAPS program. That's the Center for Advanced Professional Studies, where 100 students per semester are integrated into businesses in the community, have these experiences, they're mentored. And so that's part of the plan. The workforce development part of the plan talks about creating a new committee called Wasatch Works. And we would have partnership from UVU, partnership from the high school, partnership from our office, and then just industry, where we meet on a quarterly basis and understand, and workforce services. And talk about, well, what are the needs? Well, we need more CNAs for these, retirement homes. We need more nurses. We need more engineers. And then create curriculum and opportunities for our existing students, kind of fast track their way into one of our jobs. So, absolutely important.
To add to that, personal experience, I have a daughter who's a freshman. We went in, sat down with the counselors, and they showed this big video about, and a lot of the folks in your report were in that. The CAPS program was represented, what local industry there is, and things that may or may not be needed as you look at making your schedule out for your courses you want to take. So I know that they're plugged in with you guys. You were on the presentation speaking, and some of the other local business leaders. So I think the answer is yes, and I was impressed. I didn't know that until I went there. So.
Ryan, what was that? Was that CAPS program we went to out at UVU and the kids had all the presentations?
That's right.
That was amazing. The work those kids were doing.
Yeah, it's a pretty neat program.
I mean, I used to be a university professor, and these were projects that were well on the university level as far as quality and beyond in some cases. And I couldn't believe that it's so hard to pull together something like that in an educational setting, especially in K through 12. And so it was a really amazing program that they put together, and the results were top quality. I thought it was really good.
Get better every year.
It was amazing.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen that facility, it's up at the campus at UVU. Would invite you to come up and walk through it. It's great. So.
I'm waiting for a big
We're going. I want to go.
All right. Sorry. Let's see if we can get some sound here. Looks like the sound's there. Number?
Where you were.
Oh, I think I know the phone. This 3 off. It's not going to sound as quality going through, a microphone, but.
Epic. A true sense of community. A recreation mecca. I never want to leave. In case you haven't heard, the stunning Heber Valley, located in Wasatch County, Utah, has a lot of people talking.
Located just 50 minutes from the Salt Lake City International Airport, 25 minutes from the Provo and Orem area, and only 15 minutes from Park City, the Heber Valley has quickly become one of Utah's most vibrant communities.
In fact, the U.S. Census Bureau ranked Wasatch County as the 7th fastest growing county in America, with an annual growth rate of nearly 5%. Forbes magazine recognized Heber City as the 3rd fastest growing micropolitan city in the country, and Livability.com ranked Heber City as one of America's top 10 best small towns.
With 3 state parks, endless hiking and biking trails, blue ribbon fly fishing, and 90 holes of mountain golf, it is little wonder why people are gushing about the Heber Valley.
In addition to boasting an Olympic championship venue, a historic tourism railroad, and easy access to the world-famous Deer Valley Ski Resort, the Heber Valley has also transformed into an outstanding place where businesses are thriving.
The goal in time, though, was to move from Salt Lake to the beautiful Heber Valley, because who wouldn't want to work here and live here? As we looked at moving Myro and Rooftop Anchor to this location, the proximity to the major markets is close enough. And as I weighed out this decision, it was a no-brainer for me to move here.
We started Heber Valley Artisan Cheese. We didn't really want to go anywhere else. That's really what brought up the idea of Heber Valley Artisan and cheese. We love Wasatch County. We love the Heber Valley. We love where we live. It's our heritage. And we've always had such great support out of the community here. People around here are awesome, and it's created a business environment that's helped us to thrive.
When we were looking to open an office, we needed to have close access to interstate and air travel, also be able to draw technically qualified people and talent, and with the universities close by, that factored in. We've been successful for over 60 years in smaller
I watched this girl try not to smile. It's pretty funny.
Values that you hold
Here.
are just as important as the qualifications. And we really felt like Wasatch provided all of those.
We decided to move to the Heber Valley and relocate our business here because it is just such a beautiful area to live in and to raise our family. And it's so close to Salt Lake City, just 45 minutes away, and we can easily operate our business here and do the commerce that we need just right over the hill.
One of the things I like most about locating in the Heber Valley is that it's a very family-centered community with a really good balance. So a lot of our workforce, they're not here to just have a job. They're here to also have a life and support their family. And so it's great that you've got this community that has good schools, good resources, and good people, so that I know that when I'm at work, my family also has everything that they need to be happy and successful too. The company's been growing quite a bit across the past few years, and we find that we're more and more able to attract quality talent. We're either able to find it here, or we're able to find people that are happy and willing to relocate here because the quality of life is so good.
We've been at Heber Valley Hospital. We work hard to ensure that we have a comprehensive set of healthcare services to meet the needs of the community. And we realize that that's important to meet the needs of employers and others who might be looking to bring folks to the community who want to live here. So we're investing $43 million here at Heber Valley Hospital to meet the needs of our community.
One of the biggest keys for success of Deer Valley Resort is our staff. The workforce in Wasatch County and Heber Valley are committed, they're well trained. Heber Valley and Wasatch County is absolutely a spectacular place to live and work. That's why a number of businesses make the very best choice to relocate. The advantages to the workforce of not only having a great place to work, but also a great place to live, and the values that are here are truly commendable.
Here in Wasatch County, there are 3 state parks: Jordan Hill State Park, Deer Creek State Park, and Wasatch Mountain State Park. In fiscal year 17, we hosted 1.2 million visitors, so that's 41 times the population of Wasatch County that we hosted.
No longer just a bedroom community, the Heber Valley is the perfect place to grow your company. With an updated highway system, high-speed telecommunication systems, easy access to major markets, and a business-friendly economic climate, see for yourself why people and businesses are falling head over heels for the Heber Valley.
That's my presentation. Any questions?
Any other questions for Mr. Starks? Thank you for that update. Doug, please.
I can't use any of this information in any land use decisions. It's an issue for me. If someone came and wanted to have something rezoned, I guess my point is that this information should be updated in our general plan. We have an economic development element of our general plan. And so if there's something that's not in there now, it should be, then we need to update that. We updated it several years ago, but it's probably time again. And I'd say the same thing for Midway and Heber.
Who do you need to work with to do that now? You're going to look at that.
Ryan would get with me, and I could get him that element, and he could add what he wants to it, outline it, and we could take it to it.
What do you think we have in there, Doug, that you need?
If there is support among the council for additional business research park land or ground for hotels or whatever, that it's not there now.
And maybe what we should do, I just, when we talked about it earlier, we ought to take a look and see how many acres we have zoned commercial in the county, because that's what we have a say or a vote on, right, is just the unincorporated areas. Look at that first, see how it compares to the general plan, and then see if we need to make a change. Maybe have a discussion at a work meeting on just how many acres versus what we're, if we can help in any way, it make good sense.
Seems like we have a lot of opportunity just sitting, waiting,
Yeah.
potential in North Village and Blue Hill.
Yeah, North Village comes to mind,
Yeah.
certainly.
They're under the calling, John.
Hey, Ryan, did they ever ask much about the college as far as continuing education opportunities for when businesses want to come here? Or is that just something that's not on the radar yet?
No, I think there are opportunities. Some businesses ask about it. UVU has down in the Orem campus something called the Business Resource Center. And that's truly a robust center where they have the SBDC and the Procurement Technical Assistance Center and all these resources from the state and federal levels. So more than anything, I kind of point people down there. They need help with a business plan, they need help with financing. I mean, we have the resources, they're just down in Orem.
Thanks, Ryan.
Thank you.
Do you ever refer anybody to the Mountain Land program that?
I do. I do. I sit on that revolving loan fund board, so we try to fund businesses. So thanks to the county. Thank you for your support.
Thank you. I appreciate your report.
All right, go win your game.
You done in time to go, Coach?
Go win your game.